Yo everyone, welcome back to another big video. I'm Sam from Creative, and first of all, before anything, I have to apologize because I haven't uploaded a video for about 2 weeks now. That's because I was busy. I had some exams. As you guys know, I'm still 14 years old, so I have exams and stuff. So sorry about that. Apologies. I had studies and stuff. So anyway, I'm back in the clear and back with another epic video. And you guys might remember, you already seen the title. This is How to Draw Comics 2. You guys would have all watched the How to Draw Comics 1. If you didn't watch that, go watch that, because this is kind of like interconnected. So this comes second. You should watch that first if you haven't watched it. So in that video, we learned how to draw basic figures. So for example, this is a basic stickman. Right, this is just a quick recap. And we also learned how to make the stickman more attractive, as in more like by adding those 4 balls right there. See how it's better than this right here. It's just, I don't know, it's something about it. It's just cool. I cut his head in half or something. Alright, so today we're going to learn how to draw a story, how to come up with your ideas and everything. So before anything, you need your grids. And guys, I have to say, if you want to perfect the art of drawing comics, you really need to spend time on it. You can't just, okay, I'm just gonna go into comics. You need to practice. You need to first learn how to draw the grids, how to space them, and then you need to learn how to draw the characters, how to create a story. As you guys know, I've created many comics. I have books, notebooks filled with comics, and even more than the last time I showed you, because my hobby is drawing comics. Basically, in my free time, what I do is I draw comics. So it's easy for me. It might sound like crazy, drawing figures, and but once you get used to it, you get fond of it. So what we're gonna try and do today is we're gonna try and create our own comic panel. As in, I'm gonna do, for example, we're gonna create a comic panel. So I mean, you guys should have enough ideas in your heads, how to make a simple comic. So let's say we're making a comic where a guy gets kidnapped, and that is the first scene. So you can't just go straight into the kidnapping part. First we get the guy in, right? That was a bit not right. Usually, guys, I draw comics with a pencil. I use a good quality pencil. I use a Pro-Mate pencil like this, and as you can see, the top is it's always pointy because I draw comics a lot. The basic tools of drawing comics, these are the basic tools of drawing comics. I wouldn't say I'm a pro at drawing comics, but I draw comics pretty good, pretty decent. I don't know, I'm close to pro. I don't want to brag, but once you're getting used to it, you can start drawing with a pen. But I don't want to draw with a pen because I'm a very clumsy person, and as you can see, I just made a mistake right there. So I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen and continue. So what you're gonna do is, okay, he's just humming some music. You can either draw the music note. I can't do that, or you can just hum la 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 or something like that. And then you can't just leave the background empty. He's just walking somewhere random. Hold on, let me get this in focus. There you go. So you need to get a background in. So for example, let's get some buildings in there. So what I made as a mistake here is you need to put everything before. So we're gonna shade it because it's in the background. So our character is highlighted. It may look stupid right now, but if I were to do this with a pencil and in serious mood, I'm just trying to teach you guys here, so I'm being very basic so you guys can understand. That would look way better. Right. So it's just walking by, and then what you're gonna do is, now if you were to draw the same scene in every grid, you're going to waste a lot of time. So I'm going to teach you guys a trick on how to not draw the grid, like the background, but the reader to not notice. So the reader will not notice that the background is missing. So as you can see, I haven't shaded it everything. I can just go ahead and shade it all the way, but I haven't, because this is part of the trick. You need to leave this white space. so that the eye won't notice it. I mean, sure, it will notice it, but we're gonna make them not notice it. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw the tires in oval shape. Don't draw it in circle because the van is pulling up, and then draw the smoke and stuff. This is looking like very bad. This is just a sketch. I'm gonna draw the proper comic in the same video. So then just put the effect like screech. Be more creative. I'd like a 3D text. I told you, this is just a sketch. So screech, then a van pulls up. Alright, next thing, the next grid. Always number your grids. Okay, you might think, alright, the reader has the brain just enough to understand that you're supposed to read a comic this way. But sometimes there are scenes when you have to split it in tiny parts. Believe me, I have comic grids with boxes labeled. So let's say these are 2 grids. Okay, that's 1. I have things like 2 and 3, sometimes 4 there. When you want to squeeze everything in, but you want to make it look as tense as possible. So I drew this one comic where this guy gets on a rocket ship and goes to Mars, and he has never done any training or anything. He's no astronaut, he's just an ordinary guy. I'm not gonna tell you guys because this story fills a whole book and it's pretty long. So in summary, an evil genius kidnaps him and so on. And when he's going up, so the grid is like this, the rocket taking off and the guy's face like, oh my god, and all the fire going from the bottom rocket boost to the close shot of that, just like that. And the next scene, what we're gonna do is we're going to add the kidnapping part. So he's gonna walk like that, then he's gonna notice something's wrong and he's gonna start running. So you wanna draw the running figure. I'm pretty sure I told you guys how to draw a running figure. And then the guy is gonna start chasing him with a bat. As crazy as it seems. I told you this is the sketch. I'm just doing it, relaxing. I'm not doing it serious. I'm gonna draw the comic later on so you guys can see. So yeah, then he's gonna get kidnapped and so on. I just drew 3 grids so you guys can understand what it is. So now I'm gonna draw the proper comic. So we're gonna get this like that. This is just an example, guys. With comics, it's not like making a real life movie. Anybody, anywhere, all you need is a pencil and a piece of paper. If you can draw the grids yourself, but you need a ruler in that. With these 1, 2, 3, 4 things, you can rule the world. You can make an alien invasion, you can make the earth explode, you can make people fly, you can make dogs meow, and you can go crazy. Be creative, guys. These are the tools of imagination. Bring it out. Alright, then we're gonna label it. So let me tell you a trick. If you grab a rule like this one and just keep that edge to there and just draw from it, that's the easiest way. But you don't want to grab a ruler that is too thin. I don't have an example here. Do I have? Nope, I don't have a thin ruler anywhere around here. Nope. But yeah. So the grids were a bit off key because I was talking and not focusing properly. So what's gonna happen is, there we go, that came out better. Just a guy walking along. I'm gonna draw the buildings like that. Or you can just get a TV stall in there and just add some TVs with some news or something on. This is just all, you can be as creative as you want. Since the text went there, now you gotta expand the scene as well. That's one more thing I need to tell you guys. You gotta be careful with where you place your text, because you might end up getting your grid larger. So for example, my grid was supposed to end here, but since I was not paying attention, the la 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 went that way, and that. So don't feel everything. I told you the trick. So even I myself forgot that there was supposed to be something there. Like, okay, I was talking about it, I was aware, but and then he's just gonna walk like that again. You know, this the trick where you remove the background isn't gonna work every time, because you need to have an action scene where the reader gets curious and loses interest in the background and stuff. He's just keen to read on and see what happens. So in an action scene like this, a van suddenly pulling up and a guy is chasing him in a bat, the reader is not going to be checking, oh wait, what happened to that window on the building? What happened to the building? Why is it dark? Why is it not dark here? What happened to the reader is not going to be checking about that. He's going to be thinking, oh my god, this dude is being chased with a bat. Okay, what's happening there? That's what they're going to want to find out. So if we draw this here, to be honest, I'm a bit bored or something, I don't know, but the vehicle is usually bigger than the person, so we're gonna put that there. And then at the screech, my comic grids would be way bigger, but since I drew the whole box small, you know what I mean. You can always do color comics, add a bit of life to everything. See what difference that makes? That makes a big difference. I mean, if you're super nuts and you want to waste time, you can add your background, It would be much easier if you just added a sun and some clouds here, but, usually nobody gets kidnapped on a sunny day or anything. I mean, in the films, in broad daylight. And I forgot to label the box. Always remember to label the box, people. Do not forget to label the box. Alright, in this one, right, we're not gonna do the chasing part, we're just gonna do that. It's just gonna faint. Put it in a star chain, faint. So you can get a little funny here if you want. And then let's see. Oh yeah, you can put in those cartoons like Tom and Jerry. You got that thing right there. Comes out of their head, and that didn't come out good. But and then you can do something like boink. If you wanna get really crazy, I mean, you can always keep this comic in a very serious mood. See how this one red and black is making this comic so much colorful than just plain black. Notice the difference. So yeah, then we're gonna move on to grid 4, where he is dragged into the van. So I'm gonna try and fix my mistake by making the van a little bit bigger. Now you gotta pay more attention to detail because the van is in the scene. So you gotta add your door handles, you gotta add your window separators, you gotta add your brake lights, you gotta add your headlights. You don't have to be all crazy and just be basic about it. But you don't have to add all those details. Something sticking out like that, of course, but the other ones, they won't notice, the readers won't, because they're just curious. So the boot is going to be opened up, and this dude is going to be pulling this dude inside, and he's going to have a coat. Just like that. Of course, you can use many colors if you want. I do draw color comics. That's why I have so many color pens, as you guys can see. So see that? These just 3 colors. You see how far you can go. Okay, this is not the best comic. I mean, come on. Anybody would just look at this and be like, what the heck is this? So I'm going to show you one of my other masterpieces, but the thing is, I don't remember where I kept them. I wasn't planning to show you guys, which is why this is... Yeah, I'm sorry, but I think I've misplaced them somewhere in there. I have so many comic books that I don't keep everything else, in place. Like, I don't even want to show you guys. That side of my table is packed with books. I'm gonna give you a little... Most of those exercise books are comics, blank page. But anyway, focusing back on the video. I'm sorry about that, but yeah. There you go. Then you can just draw a highway like this. And just add something like that. You don't have to be great about it. And you can draw a small sign like this. Just add some text like that. And you can do this. Just add something there. So you know what I mean? So yeah, something like that. See how horrible that is. I'm not good at drawing scenes from above. And then you can keep the readers waiting, because I have comic series and stuff, and a lot of my friends and they like to read my comics, so I like to keep them waiting, And you have to name your comic. You gotta find a name. I'm just being lazy and sarcastic right now. And then, always, remember, always put your name, the name of the comic, and not your name, sorry, your signature. That's not my signature, I'm just being lazy. And the date. Yeah. It's 13th October 2018. Yeah, this video is going up on 14th October, so yep. So that's how you make yourself a basic comic. So going through, the guy is walking through the city, and as you can see, I'm slowly removing the shade. The shade is gone. Nobody cares about the city shade anymore because this is action. So as you can see, screech, this shows up, and this, always, add these exclamation marks or question marks or whatever it is, express your character so the reader knows, okay, he wasn't expecting that or anything, and then boink at the thing on the head, faint, and then awesome because he's got his mission done and his boss would be happy, something the reader would guess, and you'd receive his pay or something, and then Los Angeles 302 kilometers or miles, whatever you like to call it. And then keep your readers waiting what happens next. So when the next episode comes out, they're just gonna grab it and read it. Find out in Dark Kidnapped episode 2. And that's episode 1. So that's how you draw yourself a basic comic. I mean, okay, this is the best comic, but I can assure you I draw comics way better than that. That is not how I draw comics. But yeah, in the end, that is better than, I just hope you learned something from this tutorial. After you watched it, I hope you got something into your head than before watching it. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. And just don't forget to subscribe. And I've messed that up. You know what? Don't forget to subscribe to Creative Medic. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and as always, peace out.